if you accept your she and know your she, if adologemma, if you identify with your Indi she, if adologemma, all these things are super stories and messianism. We should emphasize on it. It's the same mistakes that they make in church. If you accept Jesus Christ as the Lord, as all things will start going well for. It is not true. Welcome to another Odinani series. It is Etobo Sigwe, Ezikolomo. Today I want to discuss on the new phase of Odinana. The new phase of Odinana. Odinana is not a movement or religion or an ideology that belongs to the past. You know, the mistakes some Igbos who are into Odinana make, or even those who are not into Odinana make, is that they are trying to hold tenaciously to see Odinana from how Odinana was practiced in the past. Whenever they hear Odinana or the practice of Odinana, some people who are outside or even those who are inside try to interpret it, see it, you know, from the lenses of how it was practiced in the past. Odinana does not belong to the past. Yes, it has a past, but there is still a present, and there is a future, like everything in life. The earlier we realize that we are in a competitive world, and to stay relevant, you must keep modifying, repackaging, and rebranding what you have, the better for us. So we cannot continue to see Odinana or practice Odinana from how it was done in the past. No. No doubt, Odinana is a religion that stays close to nature. But the reality of modern times demands that for Odinana to be attractive to many of our globalized brethren, we have to carefully, mark the word carefully, wean it of the vestiges of the past. In fact, for Odinana to be taken serious as a way of life, it must rebrand. There is no doubt about it. We must rebrand. Unfortunately, many Igbos have reduced Odinana to mean the practice of dibia. Odinana. Appears on wine, not be a lot more all banje, or for that appears dibia. No. Odinana should not be seen as being called to serve as a dibia. In fact, everybody is a dibia. You can still be a bank and be a dibia. You'll be a dibia in your banking hall. You can be in the market and be a dibia. You will be a dibia inside your market, inside the market square. So we should stop seeing Odinana from the prism of dibia, all magic, spiritism, and occultism. This kind of narrative is not good for Odinana. This kind of narrative is not good for Odinana. Odinana brought to go back to Twese Mifembwebo. To me, Odinana in the line to Ndebo Siwe if I get Molone to see what we can learn from it as we do what? Solve today's problems. We cannot go back to the past. Remember, I said, so we should stop seeing Odinana from this one-dimensional perspective. We should stop seeing Odinana as an attempt to go back to the past. We should stop seeing Odinana as all to go to the water by the riverside. Ijilooko, Ijilinzu, Ijiloje. No, Odinana is bigger than that. Odinana is bigger than the Amansi that is associated with the whole Dibiahood. So people emphasize so much on Amansi, on magic, on spiritism. We should stop seeing Odinana from all those parochial prism. So what am I saying? The new phase of Odinana must bring the philosophical, the intellectual, and virtues of our ancestors to the forefront. We should stop mystifying Odinana. Onye no Odinana ka ụjọ tụ ya. Afia no so si ibepu ọka isi, ibepu ewu isi. No. We should bring the philosophical, the intellectual, the virtues of our ancestors to the forefront. It should be more of common sense and less of mysticism. That's the new phase of Odinana. Should be more of common sense. Onye folk can practice Odinana. If you make meaning commonsensically, the new phase of Odinana should be more of art, pride, and beauty, and less of dogmatism and divination. Obeli Fafa. Where is the place of thinking, intellectual thought? So, the new phase of Odinana should be more of art, pride, beauty, and less of dogmatism, divination. Less of it. It should be logically to an ordinary mind. Odinana should be logical. The new phase of Odinana should be logical to the ordinary mind and not illogically extraordinary. With common sense, it doesn't make sense to the person. For example, you see people say that no, come on, who does that? All these things are illogical thoughts. We should emphasize on all those illogicalities and concentrate more on logical things that make sense to an ordinary mind. Things like every morning, that is just a way to honor them. It is not a way to make you wealthy. It is not also a way to make you healthy. This is just pure common sense. The new face of Odinana must shy away from messianism and super stories. Ime nka nke eme. Emana hana nka nka ebido happen for you. If you accept your she and know your she, if you identify with your Indi she, if all these things are super stories and messianism, we should emphasize on it. It's the same mistakes that they make in church. If you accept Jesus Christ as the Lord, all things will start going well for. It is not true. Emaluchigi does not mean that you are excused or your troubles will fly away. No. The new phase of Odinana must embrace and promote modern science. We're in a scientific world. Yes. It's good that science can meet the metaphysics of Odinana, but we should not de-emphasize on science. We should promote science. Odinana should help us to promote science. So the new phase of Odinana must embrace modern science. Dibias, those who even want to practice Dibia, go to school. If it means going to Harvard, go to Harvard before you even do the Dibia you are talking of. It's not a must that a Dibia will carry an unkept hair. Yes, you can zoo Dibia. But we're in a globalized world now. There should be a new phase. Some things should be done when they are doing some certain rituals. New phase of Odinana must promote education. I'm not saying promoting Western education. Promote education, the importance of education. Because we cannot extract our natural resources without education, without science. Or else, we'll come to an Igbo and extract all the natural resources here. It cannot be used. We cannot industrialize an Igbo. Or by industrialize an Igbo. Or by Onani. Or by Dani for Balagale. The new phase of Odinana must have an intellectual depth. It also have to appreciate what is good in other cultures and stop promoting as if Igbo is the best. And we must be ready to admit our own weaknesses. The target of the new phase of Odinana is the educated class. I keep saying it. Those who went to school should get involved. Look at the Catholic Church. One of its secrets is that their priests are well educated and well versed. We should not be Odinana should not be someone who is into Odinana should not be a typical case of Omanke Amhonkonyozo. You must be a global citizen. So you'll be able to explain what you are doing vis-a-vis with what others are doing all over the world. So Odinana need new global ambassadors. Professionals who have excelled in their disciplines of life. Those who understand why A is A and why B is B. Not those who any little problem are saying all over Banjana and all milike. Those who appreciate that some problems are scientific, there's some problems are spiritual, some problems are purely physical or mental or social. It's not those who spiritualize everything. We do not need those we need those who will not waste time in promoting mystical illogicality to scare people into submission, and they start seeing you as one whatever. The new phase of Odinana should be more intellectual than mystical. Finally, the new phase of Odinana should focus on teaching that man is the God he seeks. And as a God, he is a creative force, his own priest, and the architect of his own fortune or misfortune. This is the new phase of Odinana. And I want to welcome you all into this new phase. We should start looking beyond Itunzu, Oji, Ibuobala, and all those. We should start thinking beyond establishing ourselves as people, institutions, in the field of science, in the field of arts, industry, technology. This is the new face of Odinana. Thank you.
If you love the video you will just watch, please like and subscribe, and also share the video. Please like, subscribe, and share this video if you love it. Thank you. I don't want to be